Hello and welcome to the Amiga Ireland podcast. I'm Jarlath.
I'm Rob.
I'm Luke.
I'm Enot.
I'm Mario.
We've got some really interesting guests with us today. I've seen the live streams of AmiParty, which takes place in Helm, Poland. Amiga Bill made a fantastic video of their last party, and there are also some great photographs and stuff online. The next party is starting very soon, and the organisers are with us. Luke, I think you've been to AmiParty a few times.
Well, I am one of the co-organisers as well, but there are guys with me, Tomasz Janot-Stafiński and Mario Jaczyński today, and they are going to be telling us about the party, about the history of the party, and how to get there, and how to enjoy yourself down there as well. So, guys, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes! Good!
Let's go.
So, I'm going to start. So, you had Amiga Eastern meeting in July, and now AmiParty in August. Is it a perpetual Amiga demo party in Poland?
Not strictly Amiga demo party. This is rather a meeting, a gathering of Amiga users, Commodore users. And Amiga Eastern meeting is once a year in July, and AmiParty twice a year in August and February.
Okay.
So you mentioned a couple of different meetings there. So where do they all take place? Will you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, Amiga Eastern meeting is like on the lake, very nice lake called Białe. The main organizer is Marek Hatch from Lublin. He's doing this party once a year, only in the summer. It's not like straight date. He's choosing some date from the summer months. And the AmiParty is like twice a year, once on a winter and once one party on the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and AmiParty is in Helm. This is maybe 10 miles from Ukrainian border.
Okay.
Borders of European Union.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a sort of a big place, or is it, what's the situation with it?
AmiParty is like maybe slightly bigger party, but because we got like 100 guests every party, so it's not that small.
Oh, very good. Yeah. So it's a sort of a big room that you rent for the party, or where does it take place?
We got the whole building for the AmiParty.
Very good.
with sleeping rooms and a kitchen and everything.
Wow, very good.
So when does AmiParty start, and how do I get there?
Buy ticket and come on. We will take you at Lublin Airport. Pay £4 maybe.
About the history of the AmiParty, maybe Lucas can talk a little bit more, because he's the older
young members of Helm Amiga Legion.
Yes, and the Lucas was the oldest one from our tree.
We'll get into that question. I think it's actually the next question. So the next question is, when did AmiParty first start, and who is involved? So maybe we could start from the question of who is involved, because we are actually not the only members if it comes to that. So the organizers of AmiParty are Jenot, Tomek, Mario, me, Sir Lucas, and we've got also Draco, and we've got Kręcik, and we've got Taurus. Who else is in there?
And now we've got Mandy.
New member.
Like newest acquisition.
This is developer and demo maker. So.
Oh yeah.
Our Amos coder.
We've got some people involved if it comes to that. And when did AmiParty first start? As far as I remember, AmiParty first started in 2006, and it was the thing is we had a brief meeting, the three of us, the Taurus, Draco, and me. It was in February. I remember it was very cold, and they just came up with the idea that of organizing a party. At that time in Poland, there weren't that many parties. I think, as far as I remember, there was Amizaduszki and Amimajówka and Amiga Eastern meeting. Yeah, so we thought okay, yeah, why not? There are three of us. We have some ideas. And actually, I came up with an idea that we can organize it actually in a pub. I was a pub, in our hometown, in Helm. So we thought like, okay, let's do it, let's try it. And the first party was a magnificent success. We had so many people that we didn't have enough space and we didn't have enough chairs. And remember, that was 2006, so not a lot of people were interested actually in retro and in Amiga in particular. So we were so surprised that we had so many people from so many different parts of Poland. So we decided that we actually we're gonna do it twice a year. So next party took place in August. So from April till August, that was a very short period of time, but it was again a massive success.
I joined in 2008.
I think you joined 2009.
Maybe 2009. Yes.
Your first AmiParty was in 2008, but as far as I remember, you joined 2009.
Yes.
Mario, do you remember your year?
Yeah, 2014.
2014. I thought it was.
Yes, I was the first time on the winter party and.
Oh, February,
yes, and on the summer party I was one of the crew.
There you go. Okay, so this upcoming party is from the 11th to the 13th. So are all the parties 3 days long? Is that sort of the standard for them now?
First party, I think, till 2010. That was 2 days. Takes 2 days. I don't remember when we changed it.
For a long melange.
For 3 days.
But 3 days is not enough for us now.
Yes, we need to extend it.
Maybe it's time to 1 week party. We'll see.
Is it an Amiga only party, or do you have other systems there?
There is Sinclairs, Ataris, Commodores, Amigas, and other computers. Every retro computer is welcome.
It depends what people bring with them. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they bring some handhelds and consoles, every kind of retro computers.
Very good.
But because we are huge fans of Amigas, it's called AmiParty.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Most of computers are Amigas.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because Amiga rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, so can you tell me what actually happens, if it comes to AmiParty? So how does it look like right now, nowadays?
Competitions, second day, music competitions, graphics competitions, demo shows, music shows, Mario, DJ set.
Okay, so they are like competitions. Apart from that, in between, for example. So what do you do in between competitions? Do you just talk, or do you just
talk, play games,
exchange information,
drink?
I was trying to avoid this.
And we eat sometimes.
This is Poland,
Of course, it goes without saying.
And Ukraine is not far from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, cheap alcohol.
But we're playing games, watch demos, like Łukasz says, exchanging information about new products and new productions in demo scene.
And it's very spontaneous party, because if you want to hear something about the bitcoins, it's not a problem. We got Krashen. he said a lot about bitcoins. If you want to hear about alpacas, that man could say about this like a whole day.
You were just saying about you had like music competitions and graphics competitions. Is that creation, or are they created in advance and judged on the day, or are they created at the party?
It's created before. You have on the page you have competition rules in English.
Okay, so you enter beforehand, and okay, I see.
Sent to me and played first time on AmiParty.
I see.
Yeah, but there was some musicians which they finished their entries at the party, like Aceman, who won once or twice.
Very good, very good. So, when you're organising these parties, what's the most difficult things you come across for that?
For now, is space.
Right, yeah.
No. It's like to drink it with everyone and still be conscious.
Survival.
It's not a problem. You have some room, sleeping room, and place for sleeping and resting. That's not a problem.
No, trying to fit every time more people to this room and to set up accommodation for more people every time, because every party is like slightly more people than before.
And it's the same building every time.
Yes, it's the same building. Yes.
So yeah.
So we try to fit all those computers tightly.
Yep.
And for people like me who don't know Polish yet, is it still okay to come to the party?
I think yes, it's better or worse. We can speak English, so it's not a problem.
We have some magic potions,
Magic
plus 10 for communication skills.
Yeah.
magic translator.
Yeah. I was at a Polish wedding last year, and obviously don't speak Polish, but best friends with loads of people at the end of the night after a half a bottle of vodka.
It's so simple.
Yeah, exactly.
You drink it and you speak.
Exactly. Everyone's everybody's friend.
Rob, you had the opportunity to meet the Polish hospitality.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was good fun. Lots of vodka.
Good fun, definitely. Okay, so, guys, what guests did you have in the past at AmiParty? Do you remember?
Well,
From 2014.
Krasian was one of them.
Krasian.
Yeah.
We've got one of the best Polish musicians, Aceman.
Voyager.
Voyager is like godfather of Polish demo scene. Who else?
Stachu 100. This
Yes.
hardware guru. Polish hardware guru, yes. Cyberstorm guru. Well, Amiga Bill.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a nice guy. From America. Every our guest is special guest, so...
Yeah.
Aww. And what about this upcoming party? Have you any special guests other than everyone?
Now, see, Lucas, you can talk about it because you're just our guest for the next party.
Well, next AmiParty will be hosting, two special guests. It's Trevor Dickinson and the other one is David Pleasance. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Trevor Dickinson. He can be associated with Aeon, and a company that produces Amiga X1000 and Amiga X5000. And a very, very nice guy. He's involved in, a lot of projects, Amiga projects, and I'm really happy that he wants to visit us and he wants to participate in AmiParty. The other one is David Pleasance, and he's the ex-Commodore managing director, Commodore UK. And I'm really happy that he just he's gonna be with us down there. He's writing a book about his Commodore days, so he's gonna be talking about that as well. So really, this is gonna be very, very exciting for us to have both of these guys with us down there.
Huge names.
Yeah, absolutely.
in the Amiga world.
Yeah,
in society, in the community.
Yeah, they really add a lot to the atmosphere too. They were really good guys at the event we had here in January.
Yeah,
guys. In terms of gaming and stuff like that, multiplayer games have been a topic of conversation here for a while. We're just playing around with Amiga Live at the moment. What kind of multiplayer games do you play during your 3 days?
From multiplayer games with the two Amigas, I think only Lotus.
Sensible World of Soccer.
Definitely.
And
Dyna Blaster.
Dyna Blaster, yes.
Yeah.
4 players Dyna Blaster.
Of course. Your favorite Chaos Engine.
Chaos Engine, only 2 players.
2 players only.
Yeah.
But still very popular.
But using two Amigas, I think only Lotus.
Lotus, yes. You can mix Amiga and Atari ST.
Wow.
We tried that
Yeah.
with null modem, and it works.
I remember Craig Harrison set up a stunt car racer with two Amigas as well here, which was very cool, as well as skid marks, I think.
Yeah, Skid Marks could work. It's a really good game.
Yeah, and that's 8 players when you link 2 machines together.
Ooh.
It's messy.
We definitely need to try Skid Marks.
Yeah.
And I played the last Amiga Eastern meeting a Walker to play into players.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
we didn't know that.
well,
That's cool.
not yeah.
Right, so guys, I'm just gonna ask you about again history. Can you recommend any Polish games that people from around the world can try, or Polish apps that you are familiar with, Amiga Polish apps?
From games, yes. It's one good game called Franco. It's like Polish Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Definitely.
We'll have to put a link to that in the show notes.
Oh, definitely. It's a very, very bloody game.
Bloody game. And from applications, I think DigiBooster, yes.
DigiBooster, yeah.
Digibooster, yeah.
Good stuff for musicians.
With regards to games and demos and mods, do you have any favourites? Are there any that keep on cropping up in your playlists, or or any that are always sort of first to come out of the parties?
Janot, what's your favorite game?
I have two.
Right.
First place, Chaos Engine. Second place, Rig Dangerous.
Oh yeah.
Rig Dangerous. First and second, Rig Dangerous. Yeah. My favorite games.
I'm not playing too much on the games, but I used to play a lot on Cannon Fodder.
Oh, very good, very good. And what about any demos? Any particular demos that you would, that always have to come out?
Recommend.
Yeah.
Yes, from the old times, I like to Polish demo called Fugazi by Old Bulls.
Okay.
It's a really good demo. From the old stuff, Hardwired.
Nexus 7.
And from the newest productions, like for 060, I love Elude Serenity.
Last Train to Danzig.
Yeah. It's impressive stuff, that one.
Yes, yeah. Rift.
Oh, and very good demo by TBL, Ocean Machine. It's really good.
I'll have to look these up.
So guys, you mentioned that there's a few different systems at your parties. There can be Sinclairs or any kind of stuff that people are interested in. When did you both discover Amiga, and why is it so special to you?
Oh, well, my first Amiga, early 90s, I think. Amiga 500 and next 1200. Next PC, and returned at, I think, 2007 to Amiga 1200. Short history in the past times, because I must to change PC, but Linux PC, not Windows PC.
That's something.
Linux OS2, IBM OS2,
Oh yeah.
and other alternatives, FreeBSD, HPUX,
Have you ever tried Haiku, the OS?
Haiku OS, yeah.
No, I didn't try it. No.
Another one to add to your collection.
In my collection I have some HPUX, Next,
Oh wow.
and others. OS2, yes, I have some retro PC for OS2, for example. But Amiga is the best, I think, in alternatives, I have now 500. I'm going to buy a new machine for OS4.
Are you going to be buying like an X1000 or or a Tabor, or what's your
Tabor. I'm
yeah,
waiting for Tabor. Yeah, this is cheap version. X5000 is expensive
Yes.
now. So,
but the Tabor looks like it'd be a good entry machine for OS4.
yeah, I think OS4 is fast system, and Tabor is enough for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
For internet browser and emulation of classic Amiga.
What do you think of there's the new hardware that you're talking about, obviously, but other new hardware developments like the Vampire for the classics. What do you make of that?
I have a Vampire already.
Excellent.
In my Amiga 500, and it's really awesome piece of hardware. It lacks floating point unit, but for gaming and system is really fast. It's faster than my Amiga 4000 with Cyberstorm PPC. It's faster. Vampire is faster. With HDMI output, with fast ATA connection, with fast processing unit, with upgrade possibility. It's really good.
It's impressive stuff, all right.
Mario, what about you? When did you discover your Amiga?
In early 90s, I was a Commodore 64 user, and my friend got an Amiga 500 with 1 meg of RAM, and he showed me for the first time a demo called Hardwired. And I knew it. I knew I need to get an Amiga.
From the start?
From the start. And I sold my C64, got an Amiga 500 Plus, and after a few years, I changed it to 1200. So it's amazing stuff.
I forgot about something, because Amiga impressed me in the 90s with games and demos, and my favorite game in these times was UFO, Enemy Unknown. That was my favorite game in 90s. So that was a reason for changing a computer from C64 to Amiga.
Yeah.
Very good game, strategic one, yeah.
Do you still play?
Yes, of course.
Great.
Yeah, we've got Draco on our Helm Amiga Legion team, which is a huge fan of UFO.
New versions of this
New version
game.
on Morphos, yes.
Oh, okay. And do you both use Amiga regularly? Maybe every day, or?
Maybe not every day, but every time something new come in, like demo or something else, it's nice to try. But on every party, yes.
Nearly every day, I think. Gaming, demo watching, tuning the system, something like that.
Yeah, to have fun.
Do you think, in your opinion, that the Amiga could ever be a mainstream machine again?
I think Amiga is already a mainstream machine. There's a lot of... You can see it. There was a time when you can't see Amiga like now. There's a lot of parties on a lot of convents, on fantasy convents, where they want to have some space with retro computers, and there's a lot of Amigas. So I think Amiga is mainstream again.
It's a good point,
In our community, always. This is not my only machine, of course, but I'm using it every day.
Very good.
Okay, so what else was popular at that time in Poland? If it comes to TV music, so regarding Amiga, of course, do you remember anything?
Terminator 2.
Oh, yes.
There's some scenes making on Amiga.
Nearly any TV station used Amigas in Poland, I think, for graphics and something like that.
In my city, our information channel on the cable TV was set up on Amiga 4000 and Scala.
There you go.
And guys, do you remember this TV program, Joystick?
Yeah.
They had been playing, games using Amigas, and a lot of Amigas were connected to a PC, and they were playing head to head. Like, for example, with games. Do you remember this one as well?
Not
I didn't watch this program.
Okay, but there was.
We watched Miami Vice those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
And Dempsey and Makepeace.
Oh, I love Dempsey and Makepeace. Fantastic show.
I think I studied this time and have another. I did other things than watching TV,
And from the music, yes, there was a Polish band called Jamros. They use only Amiga for their music.
Oh, really?
They use a Pro Tracker. And our first Polish rapper, Leroy, he making music on Amiga as well. Or no, maybe on Atari ST.
This is Atari, guys.
This is Atari. Yes. No, this is Atari. Yes. But Jamros for sure. They only use Amiga.
So, guys, to finish up, what are both of your best memories of Amiga over all the years?
Well, UFO Enemy Unknown at Student House, I think. Hours spent on this game.
For me, it was like always watching the demos and listening to the music. I've recorded the Amiga modes on the tapes. Take it with my Walkman to school every time.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Nice one.
Very good.
Like game was always like a second plan, but the demos and music I like the most with the Amiga.
In 90s, games on Amiga were the best, I think. Better than PC or Apples.
Apples. There was no apples at the day. Only on the trees in Poland.
Yeah. And no games on Apples.
Games was good those days. Yes, that's right. And there's a lot of games.
Thousands.
But Demos was the best.
That's your opinion.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to debate about that on August 11th till 13th when you run the AmiParty event, guys. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for the conversation.
Yeah, thanks,
Great
guys.
interview, guys.
Yeah.
See you next time on AmiParty.
Yes, and you need to come and visit us.
Absolutely.
I plan to.
Yeah, and use our translator, so...
Liquid translator.
Liquid translator, yes. Yeah.
At your service.
Yeah. Cool.
That's just it.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks to everybody for listening as well, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Amiga Ireland podcast. I'm Jarlath.
I'm Rob.
I'm Luke.